Hello, my beautiful, beautiful friend. Have you been feeling the overwhelm? Have you been feeling just down in the dumps, hot mess mom, out of control kind of life? Let me talk to you. I've been a mess. I've been depressed. I've been overwhelmed. I've been to the bottom of the pits. I almost ended my life because, quote, motherhood got to be too much. But I realized a few things. For one, home management is not equivalent to motherhood. You can suck at one while excelling at the other. Okay, girl, I already had everything I needed to see the good in life in order to succeed, in order to thrive and find absolute joy, and so do you. You can be the calm in the storm. You can set the energetic tone for those around you, for your entire household. You hold more power than you've ever realized. You don't have to do anything. You get to. It is your privilege. It's an honor. It's a divine responsibility to be the queen of your home. It's not a burden. You're in charge. You're the ruler. You're the chaos coordinator. You're in control of how you show up in your own life, and you are the main character of your own story. You are surrounded by abundant blessings, not buried in burdens. You are in the exact right place, mama. You're the exact right mom for your kids. It's not a mistake that you were put together on this planet. Of all the moms across all time and space, it's your destiny, your legacy to be with that child. You have to stop. We have to stop this mommy martyrdom narrative. Misery loves its company, but so does excitement and joy. So let's get excited about motherhood again, about life. It's time for more than survival mode. It's time to rise. It's time to thrive. It's time for you to believe to your core that you are meant to bloom.
Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back. I'm so excited to see you here with me. Again, thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate your continued support and the fact that you keep finding golden nuggets of helpfulness in the things I'm saying to you. It really does mean a lot to me. It has, like, I can't even begin to explain to you psychologically how your support for the things I am saying with my voice has benefited me and just made me a better person, honestly. Like I am mentally thriving, and I do have a lot of that to attribute to you, my audience, my listeners. I love you guys so deeply. You have helped heal my heart in so many ways that I can't even explain right now. Um, Honestly, like I used to hate my voice, and reading through reviews you guys have left on my podcast on Apple Podcast app, and a handful of you have just reached out and told me how soothing you find my voice. And I just have to say, I always hated my voice. Never wanted to use it. It irritated me. I didn't think anyone cared what I had to say. And y'all are proving me wrong. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm so glad that you are here. And I love you so, so very much. That being said, are you on my email list? Because that is where I pour my heart and soul. Because again, I do find it easier to write than I do to speak my truest, deepest feelings. So like if you want to basically read my journal, I will email you pages of my journal if you get on my email list, which you can find if you download in the description the Get Started guide, which one gets you on my email list. That's cool. Which gets you weekly, bi-weekly uh, tidbits, nuggets, tips, sale information, whatever. Uh, my deepest, truest thoughts. And then two, it also gets you the Get Started guide, which is kind of amazing and wonderful all in itself. It is a combination of four really, really great resources that I use in my current life that have helped me so much with my mental health and organizing all the mom thoughts and all that stuff. Um, so what it's made up of is a mindset makeover, it and a stress less toolkit, and my kitchen templates printables, and the 1 day planner printable. So it's my four best ever email opt-ins that I have offered. I now offer all in one easy download. So you get on the list, you get it all. And I'm so glad to be able to offer that to you. Um, Speaking of like getting it all, uh, September, how are you guys doing? Back to school. My kids just started school and we're 1 week in and it's been a lot. It started really, really strong on Tuesday. And then it kind of felt like it faded because we're doing homeschool and it's like hitting that requirement for the online charter that we report to is kind of got a little bit difficult towards the end, had to get creative. It is what it is. Um, but also something in me has awakened at the same time. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that and share it with you. And I don't fully know where to start because I've been dreaming of having this conversation the last couple of days with you. And I just don't even know where to start. But let me backpedal for a second. I do have the Easy Start bundle that I need to tell you about. Um, so if you want my mindset realign and you want the meal planning crash course and the quick declutter mini course, you can get all of those for just $9. And I'll link those below. It's the Easy Start bundle, and it's going to get you all three of those while they're still available. They are only available September 30th, and they're no longer available. This offer is gone. So let me tell you about that. The Mindset Realign is this amazing 5-day challenge that I have hosted a handful of times. It's going to help you get rooted in your let's see what to do. It's your intentions, helps you set your intentions. It helps you like realign your whole focus. It helps you stop getting in your head about everything. Helps you overcome some negative thoughts, helps you stop doing too many things that you don't really want to be doing. Helps you start using affirmations that actually help your, overcoming your negative thoughts specifically. And I think that alone is an amazing, amazing resource. It's a video series and a workbook. And then you also get the meal planning crash course, which is all the best things I've ever shared and said about meal planning, plus some templates and a printable guide to go with it. And I think it's just amazing and helpful and beneficial to everybody. And then my quick declutter mini course, which is a quick declutter printable guide, along with several different episodes I have done with decluttering professionals. So it's all the best information I have to offer all in one place. And you can get the whole thing for just $9 and you have it all in one convenient Teachable account. Use the promo code podcast at checkout to get it for just $9. Because if you forget that promo code podcast, if you forget the promo code, it's going to be $12. But everything is valued at $5 a piece. So, I mean, you're saving a lot of money either way. And also it's limited time. It's going to be gone. But let's move on because I'm really tired of pitching and selling and I want to shift things. And that is part of what I really, really wanted to have this conversation with you about is I've kind of realigned my focus in my whole life. And I think September is a great time for fresh starts and it's a great time for realigning your focus as well. And there's a powerful message here. And I don't know where to start because I've internally had this conversation. Like I've planned it out in my head so many times in the last couple of days. I don't even know where to start. I have decided to back off from growing a business. Okay. And I put that in air quotes, growing a business. I got really focused in on how impact leads to income. And I got focused in on the income and manifesting money and all this garbage about trying to make sales. Like I was really focused. My intention was learning how to make sales. And in doing so, I mean, the products I'm trying to sell are really helpful, really beneficial, but it's like my heart towards how I'm talking about it was shifting. And I was forgetting why I made them to begin with and why I'm here talking to you. Okay. Like I want to help you. I don't want to make money. That's what's kind of different. And we had this big dream in our house of me retiring my husband because he is so overworked. He's working, 60 hours a week, and that's a young man's game. Like we're not supposed to be there anymore. Like he's aging. Working 60-hour weeks is really taking its toll on him. And then coming home to 3 kids and a wife who's burnt out because I'm trying to grow a business online. So we're both burning ourselves out. And I realized that doesn't even make sense because I'm trying to make money to supplement his money so that he doesn't have to work as hard. But what's happening is we're both getting tired and burnt out, and neither of us is showing up in the home the way we need to show up in the home because we're just dreaming of making this money so we can hire some extra help. And we're living in the future instead of living in the now. And in the right now, I need to be showing up in my home a little bit more than I was before. So I'm kind of realigning where I'm putting my energy and how I'm using it and how I'm viewing the things I'm doing. And now, priority purpose is to show up for my family and make it easier for my husband to be making the money he's making so that we can keep our home, like my business has never made enough that we could ever pay a mortgage payment from it. His does pretty easily. And so I've kind of like my heart kind of woke up and was like, hey, wait, what are we doing? I'm getting really tired, really exhausted for nothing for $50 a month. Like, I'll be honest, $50 a month last month. And it's not worth the time and the effort. And at the same time, I've toyed with the idea of what if I just quit everything and was just a stay-at-home mom again. And I hate that idea. That does not feel right. I feel phony, even like I've never considered it, It's like I've had that thought because you have to play with that thought and it doesn't feel right at all. And so I realized, what's actually important to me when it comes to my business? It's the podcast. It's the connection. It's the community. What I really love is sharing what I've learned that helps me manage my home and run my home. And it's almost hypocritical to be sitting here sharing how I manage my home and make it all easier and, realign my heart so that I love showing up the way I'm showing up if I'm not actually showing up there anymore. If I'm completely neglecting that and pouring all my energy into telling you how to do it easier, but I'm not even doing that anymore. It feels super hypocritical and wrong. Like, because I was pouring all my energy into sales. I don't want to make sales. I want to help people. I want to share what I've learned. I want to share my story so that other moms out there who are struggling with mental health and struggling with keeping their cool with their kids and just struggling like with all of it, feeling like you're drowning and overwhelmed. I want you to know you're not alone and I want you to have hope. I want you to know there's ways we can fix things. There's ways we can make things more simple. There's ways we can make things more enjoyable. And you're not alone. You're not the only person experiencing this. You're not the only person going through this. And if you need that deep, deep dive into it, like I have more resources to help with that because I poured a lot of energy into putting what I've learned into one place where I can access it again and where other people can access it to learn and grow. And yes, I have that, but I'm done trying to sell it. I want to show up and build community and connection with you because nothing lights me up more. Yeah, I can make a $99 sale on a course. That's exciting, but not nearly as exciting as having one of you email me telling me how powerful something I said was for you, how something I said affected your life, how I became a catalyst in you starting to live the life that you wish you were living instead of, drowning in the responsibilities and floundering and feeling like you have no idea what you're doing. Like, I want you to have that sense of empowerment. I want you to feel like responsibility in your home is a good thing and that it's a privilege and that it's an honor. And I want you to just feel the gratitude for where you are and who you are. That's what I want more than I want sales. But yeah, if you need the extra help, I got it. I got things. But I'm done with like trying to run big launches and it just doesn't sound fun. Maybe in the future I will. But right now, that doesn't sound fun to me because it was never paying off for the energy and the time I was putting into it. And I feel like it was almost deterring people from the message. So I'm all about the message now. I'm all about helping you. I'm all about being here for you. I'm all about showing up for you. And I'm going to build a beautiful community for you to join in with. And yeah, I will tell you right now, it's going to be a paid community, but it's not going to be a lot of money. It's going to be the cost of a coffee per month. Like, I want you to know, I want you to show up for it. I want you to show up for it, but I also don't want you to, be losing out big money if you can't show up, you know? Um, but honestly, there's more details about that coming soon. That's not something I'm doing right now, but I just wanted to tell you about how I've got this new awakening and new realigning of my own responsibilities in my home. And maybe you're feeling that too. Maybe you're feeling that pull of, I was trying to build this big thing, but I forgot what was actually important to me. My mom is staying with us right now, and it did make me realize, like, oh goodness, I talk a lot of talk, but I don't walk a lot of walk. Because my mom being in my house, I'm constantly telling her, like, these things I know to make my life easier. And then she comes in my house and I'm suddenly aware I'm not doing the things I said make my life easier. I'm just talking about them a lot, but I stopped doing them. I did them and got really excited about them and told everybody. And then I got, distracted and didn't do it anymore. And so I'm so realigning and resetting. It's a good reset. It's a good fresh start. And I'm very excited for it. And I hope you're here for it. And I hope you're excited for it. The realigning and the restarting and the continued growth together. I'm just so excited for it. So are you in need of this fresh start? Are you in need of like this realigning? Because I invite you to start a conversation with me. And like, I'm not going to charge you to have a conversation with me. Send me an email. I'm going to email you back. I respond to 98% of my emails, like almost immediately. Like I'm here for you. And I want you to know that. I want you to believe that. And I want a two-way conversation with you. More than I want a two-way conversation with you is I want you guys to meet each other. Like, yeah, I'm not holding in all these secrets about how I want to build a community for you. I'm spilling the beans, spilling the tea. It's all out there. I'm not hiding stuff. I'm not trying to be a strategic businesswoman anymore. I'm just showing up as me. I'm going to talk about things I'm excited to talk about. And I'm not going to have this carefully calculated plan of how to make $1 million. Um, I trust that all will be provided for me as I always have trusted. Um, I was listening to Amanda Frances, honestly, because I was really into the money mindset stuff, trying to make money appear into my life. But I did get something really great from her is, a lot of that money mindset says like, don't worry about the how. Like I learned that God handles the how. The how is not my responsibility. That's what Amanda Frances said. The how is not my responsibility. You dream up that big number of money that you need. And then you just trust that, hey, what I need will be provided. And that's something I've always believed is that God would always provide what I need when I need it, that I didn't have to try so hard. And the thing is, honestly, I don't need more money right now. I need the money we currently have. We make enough money right now. So it doesn't make sense for my husband and I both to be burning out when he's already bringing home enough money. It doesn't make sense for me to be severing these potential relationships with you, my listeners, my friends, trying to make a sale, like, because I don't need the money. Okay. If I did need the money, like, honestly, at some point, like, I might need the money for something I really want to do. Like, I really would have loved to have made $2,500 in the last couple months so that I could go to the Empower Her Live conference. But, if I really, really wanted it, I would have told you guys, like, I would have pushed it harder and I would have made it happen. Because I just have this like running joke in the back of my head. Like, if you guys don't buy something, I'm gonna have to start selling my feet online. Like, well, not my actual feet, pictures of my feet. But I'm joking. Like, I don't really want to do that because that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Um, But anyways, I just want to keep building this relationship, and I want to keep showing up, and I want to keep helping, and I want to help the way that you need me to help. And I also want you guys to have the opportunity to help each other. That's why there's a community coming soon. That's why I'm telling you about that. Is that I know I have a handful of people in my community who like you need to be in the same room. You need to know each other. And that's part of why I want to build this, big, beautiful like community, like a secret club. I want it to be a slumber party. I want it to be fun. I want it to be somewhere we can show up and share all of our mom tips, and share what we're all going through and what we're all learning. And I envision this very beautiful place, and I'm working on it. I'm building it. I don't have it yet. You can't sign up for it yet. Um, sorry. I'll let you know as soon as it's ready, though. There will be like a big, excited sort of thing behind that. But yeah, I'm just excited you're here. I'm sorry if I've been a broken record, repeating a lot of things right now. I am not going off of an outline or a script for this. I'm just speaking totally from my heart and myself. Yeah, that's it, my friends. I'm glad you're here, and I want to keep this relationship going, I guess. I'm defining the relationship right now. That's what we're doing. I'm defining the relationship. I'm not just asking you to buy me dinner. I'm saying I want you and I to go to the next level. I want us to be really good friends. I don't want you to just be a follower and a listener. Like I want the connection. I want the friendship, because when you guys reach out to me and you tell me what's going on in your lives and how something I said was helpful, it helps me say more helpful things for you. And it helps me keep going. Honestly, like on a personal level, it keeps me showing up. Because I love you guys and I'm here for you. And I know how rough it can be to feel like everything is so overwhelming and like you're drowning, and like just cooking dinner for the family at the end of the night is such a huge task. I know how it can feel to just feel like you don't even want to be a mom anymore, like to feel like you don't even want to be here anymore. Okay, we've had that conversation. Unless you're new here, I nearly ended my life because making dinner was just too much at the end of a really long day, and I'm done being a mom, done being here, and then I, woke up, had my Bella Swan moment, crying in the forest, laying on a log in the rain, and then I realized I'm the best mom for these kids. No one's going to be able to take my place for them. They love me so much. And I'm meant to be here with my kids. So how do I change my life? And I put all those mental health practices that I've been learning for years into play. And that's how prioritized, proactive mental health became so important to me. And then sharing what I'm learning here became so important. It's not just about, how to simplify dinner. It's about how to take this heavy load off of you so that making dinner doesn't push you over the edge. I mean, that's it. That's why I'm here, right? That's why we're here, learning this, speaking about this. You're not alone. You're not crazy for being pushed to the edge because dinner is just too much to make. But let's make it simpler, Let's not dwell on the negative pieces. Let's take all the positive we can find and build it up bigger. Encourage one another, build each other up. That's what this whole thing was founded on, which is 1 Thessalonians 5:11, 5:13, something like that. It is a Bible verse. It says, encourage one another and build each other up, just as you have been doing. And that's what I want for us moms, is to be encouraging one another, building each other up. And that's what's leading me to the community announcement that will be coming soon. It might be like another month. I'm sorry if I'm getting you too excited too early. But anyways, that's what I got right now. Oh, the big important thing about why I really, really wanted to mention that. Because I talked to you about the Easy Start bundle that's available until the end of September. At the end of October, I'm closing down Teachable. Like, I don't know, like I'm going to the free account on Teachable. I'm not giving them my money to keep all my courses open, because they want more money to keep everything I created. And I don't want to pay them that much money because I don't make that much money. Okay. So the courses will not all be available at the end of October. Like by November 20th, that's the date that my account expires. I might end it early just so that I don't accidentally forget and get charged for another year. Just being honest about that. So I'm counting on October 31st, November 1st closing down to free, and then I can only have one one course available at a time, and I might just completely leave that platform and have nothing available for a little while, which means the only things available are going to be, my freebies that you get through my email service. So getting on my email, the Get Started guide. I might move the Mindset Realign over there too and have that just be like a, couple dollar buy-in, and it would be an email series instead of a course. That, and then everything that's on Amazon, the Happy Mom Brain and the Meant to Bloom 90-day planning journals and the other journals that I never told you guys about. Those are all still available on Amazon. But the Teachable, the courses, the Unblock Your Joy, the Love Your Home, the Happy Mom Method, all of the little downloads and things will be gone at the end of October. And as you should already know, is the Etsy store is closing. Everything in the Etsy store is 50 to 75% off. Every time an item expires, it is gone for good. Some of it was available on Teachable, some of it, all of it's going to hardly be available soon. We'll see what January brings, what I do, but I'm going to take a break from that and really just focus on speaking to you here on the podcast and growing within the community that I'm going to be launching with you soon, as soon as it's available. I just got to get all the kinks worked out before I invite you guys in. And I want to make sure that from the get-go, I am showing up all of the time in there. Because I'm not really showing up on social media anymore. If you haven't noticed, I went and unfollowed everybody on Instagram. So if you're offended that I unfollowed you, I'm sorry. I unfollowed everybody. And it's really nice because I keep opening up Instagram and there's nothing there. And then I close it. So I'm not spending an hour on Instagram anymore. Highly recommend. I might in the future follow like a small handful of accounts. But for now, I unfollowed everybody. And I'm like, I'll find them again. You're all still there, right? Or you're here and you'll come into my community and we will have this one-on-one conversations. And I'm very excited for it. I will tell you more when I have details. With that, I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I'm getting really sidetracked and this feels like it's getting very long-winded. So goodbye and good night. I love you, friend. Thanks for being here.
And thank you so much for listening to this episode today. Your involvement and your encouragement is so loved and appreciated. If you wouldn't mind doing one or all of the following tiny little favors for me, I would so greatly appreciate it. Okay, one, if you could make sure that you hit the follow button so you don't miss another episode, that's going to benefit you just as much as it does me, maybe more. Number two, if you could leave me a review down below, especially if you're listening to Apple Podcasts, that would be so appreciated. Literally, I cry over the reviews that I read. I love them so much. It makes me feel so deeply connected to you, and it helps others find my show by recommending it to new listeners every day. And number three, be bold, be brave, don't be stingy. When you know something, it's your responsibility to share it with a friend. So make it easy, share this episode with a friend, and if you choose to share it on Instagram, can you please tag me, because I would so love to get connected and to see it, at Britt Clarkson. All right, thanks friend, love you so much. Till next time.